What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome to today's installment of Renegades Reviews. I am the Renegade J.J. Williams, here to bring you my thoughts on another horror movie. This is the start of the Friday the 13th franchise, the original Friday the 13th, released in 1980. For those of you that have not seen it, and why have you not seen it, I want to know. The general synopsis is a group of camp counselors is stalked and murdered by an unknown assailant while trying to reopen a summer camp which years before was the site of a child's drowning. This movie stars Betsy Palmer, Adrienne Kane, Kevin Bacon, Rex Everhart, Walt Gorney, and many others, most of whom haven't had the biggest of careers. What do you say about Friday the 13th that has never been said before? I mean, clearly it is a classic. It's credited for seriously launching the slasher genre along with Halloween, which had come 2 years prior. The fact that the killer in this one wasn't Jason. In fact, we barely see Jason into the very, very end of the movie. Ari Lerman playing Jason in this movie. You know, the fact that Betsy Palmer's Mrs. Voorhees was the killer. And again, we didn't really see her until the beginning of the third act of the movie. She was just kind of hidden. I thought that was a great twist. And you're very sympathetic to Mrs. Voorhees because of her motive in wanting to kill these people. I mean, granted, they aren't the true cause of her angst and her anguish, but her son Jason was swimming. The counselors at the time weren't paying attention. He drowned. And as a result, she's held every counselor to date responsible. Anytime they start trying to reopen Camp Crystal Lake, supposedly we're led to believe there she is to end it before it can get started. And you feel for her reasoning. Like I said, you know, any mother that has lost a child, you kind of sympathize with that. You know, the other cool thing about this and horror movies back in these days is you look at the cast and they're average looking. So many horror movies these days have so many pretty people, models, musicians, you know, already established TV stars and movie stars. Back in those days, they were virtual unknowns by the time they did these movies. These movies were jump-off points to building a career. Not something that, you know, was a check-off on their bucket list. You know, done this type of movie, now let me do a horror movie. The horror genre was the launching point for some of these people. I mean, look at Kevin Bacon. Look at who Kevin Bacon is today. And go back and look at his filmography prior to Friday the 13th. What do you guys think of Friday the 13th, the original? Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys not enjoy it? Is this a must-watch every year for Halloween like it is for me? And of course, my homie Bruce. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what movies you want me to review. Tweet them to me at ROWJJ Williams, and I will get to them on future episodes. Until tomorrow, when I will bring you Friday the 13th Part 2 here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, I am the Renegade J.J. Williams, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.